Hundreds of future brides made their way to the Florence Center for the South Carolina Bridal Showcase to get their wedding needs met before the big day. IBIS World reported that the wedding industry had a 34% drop in revenue in 2020, but is projecting a surge this year and in 2022. While the pandemic has affected when brides will have their big day, Tanette Peggy says they've had to make other adjustments too.
Initially, we were going to have a small wedding, about 50 people. But since the COVID restrictions were lifted, we decided to move our numbers up to about 150, but everyone will be masked. We will provide those for our guests, and we want to have as many friends and family join us as we can.
Pegues is getting married this December and tells me she also had some trouble getting things she needed.
Some things were delayed. As far as getting a wedding gown, I had to make sure I ordered early so it could be back in time before the wedding.
Vendors say they have been slammed with orders and requests this year. With so many people trying to get married over the next 2 years, vendors advise couples to be patient.
They're coming from China, and so the delay in that of shipment of the containers, it has been very, very slow, and the shipment has tripled in cost, so that's another pain.
But whether it's 10 people, 100 people in a small room, or at a large venue, nothing is stopping brides like Pegues from saying I do.
I feel like our love story is one that will stand the test of time, as well as a difficult situation such as COVID.
16-year-old Boy Scout Campbell Pruitt is using his Eagle Scout project to combine family, faith, and his love for his country.
I had looked on the internet and I saw a picture of this flag box that this kid had made for his town, and I thought that would be an amazing idea.
By creating 2 different American flag collection boxes, one at First United Methodist Church in Myrtle Beach and the other at the American Legion office in Socastee, Pruitt is trying to help residents in the Grand Strand understand proper flag disposal and give them an easy way to do it.
I'd really love how people can have the opportunity to preserve flags and to retire and dispose of them properly.
And the disposal process is only one step.
There is a flap on the box, a mail slot, that you can just fold up your flag and slide it right in.
Then, every month, Pruitt's Boy Scout troop will collect the disposed flags to prepare for an annual flag retirement ceremony.
Once a year, my troop will meet with the American Legion and they will do a retirement of all the flags for that year.
During the flag retirement ceremony, all of the flags will be properly folded and placed in a ceremonial burning pit together.
Hope can't wait. That's how Executive Director Brian Braddock describes the construction of Hope Village. After the pandemic led to an increase in construction costs, contractor issues, and delays getting materials to the site, the transitional housing development will open its doors at the end of the month. Today, volunteers with the Helping Florence Flourish organization came out to put some finishing touches and leave their mark on a project that will help someone in need.
When they see the community, and when we tell them that the community did this, that's going to immediately connect them back to society and begin their path, of getting back on their feet again.
Volunteers from churches across Florence help plant flowers, lay down sod, and build furniture ahead of the big day.
Everybody coming together. It doesn't matter your background. At the end of the day, it's all about love and serving.
One volunteer tells me even though they play a small part in this project, knowing someone in need will get a second chance is worth all the time in the world.
It makes you feel great inside, that you were able to play a small role. Obviously it's on the person to better their life, but we've played our part.
Come September 30th, those who are homeless are going to be able to walk through one of these doors and finally say they have a home.
It's going to be emotional, but it's also going to be liberating, and it's just the beginning. We're just getting started.
Braddock says because of the delays, not all the homes will be finished by next week, but is hopeful to have the site officially completed by the end of the year.
Yeah, one thing was very obvious here at the Florence Center today. Lieutenant Stewart was known and loved by so many people. But one thing that sticks with you is the pain so many who didn't personally know him feel tonight. Neighbors driving to Florence to pay their respects to Lieutenant John Stewart are proof you don't need to know someone to feel for them.
A little bit of sadness, and what happened really was senseless. It really didn't have to happen.
This hits home for me. This gentleman was a Marine and a police officer.
You also don't have to know someone to identify with them.
I just wanted to come and show my respects, being that he is a fellow veteran.
And it also hit home more to me when I spoke to his sister earlier in the week, and it turns out they're from the Bronx, and I'm from Queens.
Jim Gormley says that connection is even deeper because he was an officer.
Living here 15 years, I've connected with a lot of the departments.
When he heard of Lieutenant Stewart's passing, he immediately knew what the family, police department, and chief were feeling.
I may be retired 20 years, but I still feel what they feel, and I'm honored to be here and to do what I do.
Standing outside the service with U.S. flags, joining in on saying goodbye, and just feeling for those who knew him. Neighbors showing you don't have to know someone to show we all stand together through hard times. There was a lot of gratitude to first responders tonight. I saw several community members go up to officers and firemen thanking them for their dedication to service.